Hey you guys, this is Jess with Sourceful Journey back with another video. I just realized something. For those of you who are more aware of the biblical text, I would encourage you guys to read Ephesians 5, verse 10 through 11. In one of my most recent videos from today, I literally was doing just that act and didn't even realize it. And it explains why my ear is ringing. And it's been ringing, but it's a good ring. It's been doing it for a minute. One thing I want to say is that after reading that verse, you guys, I would encourage you to start doing the same. To paraphrase, with regards to the verse within Ephesians chapter 5, verse 10 to 11, it was basically pointing out the notion of, if you are seeing something that is being done that is wrong, that is not of God, don't be fearful, call it out. To put it plainly, I'm just going to sum it up for you guys right here. You can actually read it, and I'll actually pull it up myself, and then I'm going to post it on my page so you can actually see it as well. So Ephesians chapter 5, verse 10 to 11 is basically pointing out the notion of, if you see anything that is being done that's of ill will or that is not right, that is not of the light, don't be afraid to call it out. Speak on it. Definitely don't fall into the trap and joining the crowd and taking up the act either. I think it's sad because sometimes people are afraid to take that stand and doing it, all because of they're afraid of being able to lose out on money. They're afraid to be able to lose out on support. Rather being solid within self and knowing that you have God in the spiritual space behind you 100%, if you just simply follow what you've been instructed to do, that things will run smoothly. But you have to take that step, that leap of faith, and believing it and moving forward. And sadly enough, you find that a lot of people, especially those who are in the spiritual space in this day and age, are afraid to do that because they rather follow the things of this world rather than following what God had put them here to do. And then they feel some type of way because others who are choosing to still be of the light to actually continue forward in this walk, they call them out on it and they feel some type of way about it. Don't feel bad about it. It's a little too late for that. But what you can do is try to find ways to pull yourself out of it. You still have time where you can actually choose to do this thing right and do it of the light. Don't continue to fall into the things of this world. Don't continue to be consumed in regards to the things of this world. Choose to do that of light and just trust God. Trust that they are going to come through. God's going to come through. Trust that the spiritual team, when I say they, I'm talking about the spiritual team, meaning the angels, all that. Trust that they're going to be with you every step of the way. And just know that what you gain from it is going to be more than you could ever imagine. Quit feeling the need to ride the wave in regards to the things of this world, because the things of this world is fleeting. And definitely, if God has given you a platform, given you a way to get your word out, to get words out to people so they can hear it too, because little do you realize, the very act, as far as the very thing that you speak on, or the very act that you do in terms of your actions, is causing an impact on someone else. And it could be someone else that needs to see it or hear it. Because maybe they're getting ready to take down this path that you've already done. And then what? You contributed to something else. Well, you contributed to someone else's potential demise. Little do you realize. That's why I say, don't give people this false sense of hope that, oh, if they do this type of deed or this act, that, you know, that'll be just that, mission accomplished. especially if it's something of ill will. That's what I'm trying to get at. If it's of ill will, and the key factor is not to help them to focus on the betterment of self and not to go out there seeking vengeance on another person just because of their ego. Don't do these things and then feel some type of way just because someone of light decides to call you on it. And do understand, when we do call you on it because you know you're in the wrong, you know your ass is in the wrong, you know you're wrong, just know that we're doing it from a space of love, tough love. Like your ass know better. You know better than to mislead these people like this. And you're misleading them down a path of disaster, and they don't even know it. My God. And all for $1 or $2. That $1 or $2, especially in this day and age with price inflation and everything else, it can go just like that. And you know it just as well as I do. Well, when we're talking about the spiritual ramifications that could follow thereafter when it comes to an act that has been done that is not of the light. Baby. Oh my God. My God, my God. We have to start taking this stuff seriously. And interestingly enough, a lot of people are starting to take it more seriously now, because they're starting to see like what's rolling out, what's been happening. They're starting to piece it together. People are starting to become more aware and understand, like, oh wow, there's a reason why all this is happening. People are starting to realize that, oh, this spiritual thing is real. Yeah, it is. Just like the very spirit that's running your meat suit that you're sitting in right now. So, yes, Ephesians chapter 5, verse 10 to 11. I'm going to actually put a screenshot of it up for anyone who's interested in reading it. But to sum it up, that's what it's all about. It's basically asking for those, I'm just going to paraphrase it into my own understanding of it. Those who are, of course, running around in this world, you know, if you see something, you know that it's not of God, if it's not of the light, speak on it. Right? And it's just a funny thing because I didn't realize that I actually had been doing that very act in a lot of my videos and didn't realize I was doing just that. So to actually see the verse, I'm like, it put a smile on my face this morning, like, oh, okay. So that was a clue to me to keep doing it. And I would encourage others who have been on the fence about it, who's been afraid to speak on it, for you to do the same as well. I'm seeing you guys off the love and light, and I'll see you in the next video. Be blessed, you guys.